Hey, Anthony Simonie here with today's video quick tip, and in today's video I want to share a really simple strategy to grab more attention of the people you're trying to grab attention from. So your ideal target audience. And this simple strategy involves how to write an effective headline. So whether you're posting a blog post or you're writing an article, and especially if you're running advertising, you need to really focus on how to write an effective headline. If you take David Ogilvy, for example, David Ogilvy has been called the father of advertising. And he said that your headline gets read 5 times more on average than the body copy. So anything that comes after the headline is typically not read by many people if the headline doesn't grab their attention. So that's the reason why you want to make sure that this particular thing is optimized. And so while there's a plethora and many different areas that we should talk about when it comes to writing effective headlines, depending on if you're on Facebook or if you're writing an ad or writing a sales letter or something else that's called a video sales letter, VSL for short. Those all have their own little strategies, but the formula and the basics of it are pretty much the same. So what I want to do today is show you an effective way and even give you a formula to create a compelling headline on your LinkedIn profile. So what we're going to do is I'm going to head into my computer and I'm going to fire it up and I'm going to log into my LinkedIn account. I'm going to show you something really quick that you could use in less than probably 10 minutes that will make a significant difference in your activity and the results you get from the LinkedIn platform. So let's head in and we'll get started. All right, so here we are logged into my LinkedIn account, and the headline section, which you may not be familiar with, what I'm talking about when I'm referring to the headline section of the LinkedIn profile, but that section that I'm referring to is right here. It's going to be right under your name. So the headline, as I mentioned a minute ago, it needs to grab attention. It's got to indicate that you can solve a problem or that you can appeal to one of their greatest desires. So if you look at mine, for example, and by the way, I like putting acronyms at the front of the headline just to grab a little bit extra attention. So if you happen to be a CPA or an EA or CEO, that kind of thing, if you put that ahead of your headline, right at the kind of front of it, it pulls your eyes to it a little bit more. So for me, I got creative and I put the letter CGO. So that stands for Chief Giving Officer. And that's because if you know me or know anything about me, been following me for a while, you know that I have a heart to serve. And I'm a very big adoption and foster care advocate. And oftentimes I'll hold workshops and donate 100% of the proceeds, or, sometimes I do other creative promotions to be able to allow people to participate in these charitable activities that I'm involved with, and to also bring awareness to the cause. So for me, I want people to know that I'm a Chief Giving Officer. Okay, a little bit creative. It stands out from a lot of other stuff that you see out there. And it also brings a little bit of personality to the headline. I like to do that on social profiles. It's a little bit different when we talk about writing a sales letter or an article or something like that. It just depends on what it is you're trying to get done. For me, this is a social profile. I want people to understand that I understand them and their problems and can solve their problems, but I want them to see that also, I'm a person, right? I want them to know a little bit about me, understand that it's not just business. It's more of a situation where I'm trying to build a relationship with somebody in a very short period of time to get them to raise their hand and say, yes, I want to learn more. So I'll start off with something like that. You don't have to do that, but I do either towards the front of the headline or in the back, towards the back of the headline. So for me, it's Chief Giving Officer, Investor, Loving Dad, and Adoption Advocate. But here's the part here that I want you to pay attention to, because this is the part I know that a certain part of my market wants. And so because we live in a world of brand new gurus being born every 10 seconds. I want people to know that this is not just rehashed strategy or tactic or anything like that. When people work with me, they get some unique processes that have come from lots and lots and lots of trial and error, and sometimes even painful error, right? So I know my market wants a unique process that isn't rehashed over and over from somebody else. Now, I'm not saying that everything that I do is brand new because I've had some great mentors over the years, still have some great mentors. But that's also a key component to why you want to be tethered and aligned to other people who are of like-minded, or either like-minded or they already have what you want. And being around them, you can actually kind of piggyback off of them and learn from them. And so, anyway, I digress. My market wants unique processes to attract, win, and retain more of the right clients. So not just any client that can, what I would refer to as in the term of fog a mirror, but the right clients, the clients that bring you joy, happiness. They don't suck all the energy out of you because there's not a right fit in the personality or the or what you're offering or the solution to problem benefit, and they're just more of those types of clients where you can not have to work with as many of them to get to the revenue and profit that you want, but also enjoy what you're doing. So in other words, you don't lose that loving feeling. So for me, attract, win, and retain the right clients while also increasing referrals. Okay, referrals are a big thing that a lot of people are missing. Most people have a passive referral process, and I help our clients to create an active referral, an intentional referral process, and to do so with consistency and predictability. So these are things that I know my market, it's a problem and it's also their greatest desire kind of wrapped in one. And so that's what you want your headline to do. You want it to grab attention. In this case, I want to show a little bit of personality and then make sure that it really kind of hammers the point home that you understand them, like with the problems that they have and the desires that they want. So the other part of this is that this area here is what I call a CTA. It's a call to action. You never want to leave a call to action undone, right? So whether it's in a phone call, whether it's in a client call, whether it's in a prospecting call, whether it's in I don't like to use the term sales call because I don't believe in sales calls. I think selling has a negative context. It's more about serving. And so meaningful conversations is what I'm talking about. So no matter what you're participating in, what you're doing, it's always good to have a call to action of some sort. Okay, so in this case right here in the headline, it's see below. So people have seen my headline. It resonates with them, the ones that I want it to resonate with, because that's the only ones that I'm interested in working with, right? Ones that could be a right fit. I want them to now scroll down and learn more about me and more about our clients, how I solve their problems, all that kind of stuff. So it's just an effort to get them to open their mind, so grab attention, open their mind, raise their hand, and then want to learn more. Okay, so this particular area here, just some things to note. I'm going to give you a kind of a basic formula to use that you can work off of. And like I said in the beginning of the video, there are slightly different rules, nuances, depending on where you're writing your headline or what you're writing your headline for. But they all kind of stem from the foundation of what I'm talking about here. And so for LinkedIn, you've got a character limit. I think it's 200 character limit now. So you want to be able to be as clear and concise as you can within that limit. If you need a tool to help you figure out how many characters you're working with, you can go to something like word counter. Let me see my notes here. I use it a lot. I should know this, but wordcounter.net. And there's other ones out there too, but wordcounter.net will it'll tell you how many characters, how many letters, words, that kind of thing, so that you can not have to waste time counting yourself, right? Just have it pulled up in another window. So wordcounter.net, that'll help you. But 200 character limit, so that's why you want to be pretty clear and concise with this. Headline. So just to give you an idea how powerful it is as it relates to LinkedIn, I've had clients that have picked up 5-figure per month clientele for their business based off of just the headline. And so you say, okay, Anthony, how do you know that? How do you know it was a headline? Well, it's because their client told them that specifically. And so it really is that important because, again, without an effective headline, most of the time you won't get people to read any more than the headline itself. And so they're out. The formula. Okay, so here's a simple formula for you to use. You can piggyback off of mine or you can use this. So I help, and then either niche or industry. So I help blank, niche or industry, get blank, and in that blank would be ultimate desired outcome or problem solved, right? In a certain amount of time or using a specific method. So I help blank, get blank in blank, plus your call to action. So let me give you an example here. This is one that I helped one of my clients come up with. So I help realtors defer, reduce, or eliminate income tax and create wealth from the savings. Interested? ? Message me. Right? You could also put C below. Okay. The other thing to note here, just kind of another tip, is posing or creating your headline in a form of a question works pretty well also. So in this particular case, you just turn it into a question, right? Want a unique process that attracts, wins, and retains more of the right clients while increasing referrals consistently and predictably? ? See below. Okay. So take this, use it for your profile. I'd love to hear your feedback, by the way, once you get that implemented. But also, if you want some additional help and kind of looking at your LinkedIn profile or looking at different areas of your business where you might have high leverage points, kind of uncover these different areas where you might be able to get some quick wins, we'd love to help you. Every week we set aside a few spots on our calendar to work with people at no charge, completely free, give them an opportunity to see what it's like to work with us in a private client environment. So we actually get on the phone, we get on Zoom. We'll lay out a plan for you based off of where you are now, where you want to go, and then give you that plan. And sometimes people ask to become clients of ours. And if it's a right fit, we will talk about that. But if not, we love to get back to the marketplace. And in doing that over the years, we've done really, really well. It's all about serving and putting good stuff out there. And it always comes back in one way, shape, or form. So these calls are a way for you to hop on with us, actually get a plan that works based off of real strategy, not theory, things that are working right now. And it could even be just, what can you do to make your business more efficient in a time that we're facing right now where so many people have kind of lost that loving feeling for what they do because so many business owners are stressed out. But I could tell you that being the port in the storm and helping those business clients, those business prospects you're looking to work with, man, is so rewarding, and they appreciate it. You love on them, they love on you, and when you can help them and solve their problems, it is just an incredible dynamic that you create in your business. And so we'd love to help you. Somewhere on the page here where you're watching this video, there should be a link for you to click. It'll take you to a calendar. Select a spot that works for you, and then right after that, we'll ask you just a few questions to prepare for that call to make sure that we can get the most out of our time together and that we can give you an actual plan that you can actually get some results from. And then once you do that, we'll hop on and we'll go through all that stuff. And other than that, really appreciate you being here. Hope you got a lot of this video. Depending on where you're watching this, please click like, subscribe, comment, share with some other people that you think it might benefit as well. 3 other people. Let's get specific, right? Specificity is important in anything we do in business, right? So share it with 3 other people that might find value from this video. And again, love that you're here. Appreciate you. And Anthony Simonie here. Look forward to seeing you next time here on the web. Take care.